example should be on page 6. Let me just double check that. Yes, page 6 of your notes. And 5.4. And in this example, we are condensing. We are taking multiple logarithms and expressing them as a single logarithm. So you'll see that verbiage in the PDF file. We want to express this as a single logarithm. Well, since we are simplifying this, which we typically do in math, we're actually going to follow our order of operations the normal way. And in this case, we don't have any parentheses. And for exponents, we do have to kind of phrase this question for ourselves in a different manner, because we really need to ask ourselves, is there anything that should be an exponent? And using the product property, anything out in front of the logarithm can be moved up inside of the logarithm as an exponent. So we can write this as log base b x to the 5th minus log base b of y plus log base b z to the 1/4. And the next thing we ask ourselves is, do we see any multiplication or division signs? And we don't. And lastly, we need to ask ourselves, do we see any addition or subtraction? And we need to do this in the order of operations way. We do addition and subtraction in order from left to right. So the first thing we see in order is subtraction. So we need to combine those first. And we combine subtraction into one logarithm with division. So that's log base b of x to the 5th over y. And then we still have our plus log base b z to the 1/4. And then the next thing in order would be the addition. And we combine addition with multiplication. So since we have a fraction here, I can write this as a fraction by writing it over 1. And when you multiply fractions, you just multiply their numerators and their denominators. So we have log base b x to the 5th z to the 1/4 over y times 1, which is just y. And you can see we have 3 bases inside, which we started with 3 expressions, so that matches up. And anything in the denominator started off with a minus sign, and anything in the numerator was positive, so that's another check you can make. And then you can also rewrite this fraction as a root. This is the 4th root of z over y. Now you might see this written both ways in MyLabs Plus, so just be aware of anything with a fraction exponent can be written as a root. Now this is the last example that should help you go and complete section 5.5, numbers 5 through 12, and really use that order of operation to your advantage. So if you're condensing or going as a single logarithm, you're following the normal order of operations. And if you're breaking up your logarithm, you're going to be working the other way through your order of operations.